What's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? What's good? It is another episode of the Black Gay Agenda. Man, we are at the home stretch of the season. We got a couple more episodes for y'all before we end. I think the very last episode is September 11th, y'all. All right, so that's crazy, right?
Right.
Um, Before we get into it, y'all, I just gotta say, at the time of this recording, this week we lost someone. Listen, the millennials, and
Girl.
maybe you babies feel it too, but us
Yes.
millennials for sure. Where are you? What are you, Dupree? You're a Gen Z.
I'm a Gen Z, and yes, we feel it as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, we feel it more. I'm joking. It's not a competition. So we lost Hayden Panettiere. Um, at the time of recording, we don't know what exactly happened. I know there's some news that came out later on today, saying from TMZ that her friend found her, um, and it was cardiac arrest.
Oh.
That's what they're saying. She recently came out with her memoir, and she kind of like talked about the things that she dealt with in the industry and just like
Hmm.
her upbringing and her struggles with mental health and her struggles with addiction, much like we've heard from, the Demi Lovato's of the world, you
Hmm.
know, and it's really sad. She was only 36 years old. That's 4 years younger than me.
Right.
I remember watching her on Remember the Titans,
Hmm.
and she was out far before then because she was doing commercials and things of that sort. So I
Yeah.
remember the Titans. I remember when she was Claire Bennett on one of my favorite shows, Heroes, Save the
Hmm.
Cheerleaders, Save the World. Okay, um, Nashville.
Bring it
She
on, all or
bring it
nothing.
bring it on.
Most iconic
She
role.
really
Yes.
revitalized, was a part of the revitalization of the Scream series.
She
Um,
was. I said,
Kirby,
when she came back, I said,
yes.
"Yes!" Because
When
we thought she
Kirby
was
popped
done
up
and
in the
out.
script and
We
that
thought she
last
was
one,
done and out. We thought she.
ah,
Mhm.
I was so happy. But I
Mhm.
just want to take this time to say that we really have to give more give more, I guess, love and flowers to the people who we grew up on, right? A lot of these child stars, your Orlando Browns, your Jaleel Whites, your Amanda Bynes, your and not
Oh, okay.
everybody's had struggles, right?
See where
Your
we're going.
Raven Simone's, like
Hmm.
they really sacrificed their childhoods for
Yeah.
our entertainment.
Hmm.
And then sometimes when they fall off, or they have struggles, we make them the laughing jokes, the laughing, the butt of all the jokes, and we
Yeah.
don't really treat them with kindness. Everybody has a memory of their favorite child actor, and I just want us to use these moments to just be a lot more kind, and not just a lot more kind to celebrities, but a lot more kind to each other. Um, we don't know what people are dealing with. We don't know what struggles they deal with, and just because somebody smiles doesn't mean that they're happy.
Hmm.
And just watching y'all, whenever something bad happens, y'all get on the internet and then y'all be like, "Oh, gone too soon." Check on your strong friends, all of this, but then y'all are just mean as hell every other time.
So
Like
true.
literally, probably like later on in the same day that she found out that she died, and you sent out a tweet saying, make sure that you're checking on your people. Like you probably was like bullying somebody hours later. So
Hmm.
I just really wanted to take this time. It don't got she not black and gay. Now she did say she's bisexual.
Shout out to
She
my
came out as
girl.
bisexual, right?
Uh-huh.
But so it's not necessarily affects the community, but I think we all have some love for Miss Mamas and
Yes.
yeah. Any
The
thoughts?
black the black community loved her because everybody,
Yeah.
this white girl's name is Brittany.
Right. Right.
Okay? Shabuya roll call. Like,
Hmm.
Okay.
What she
go
do?
work it. Okay?
That's my
And she
favorite. I
handled
love that.
and she got them race. She got them race. That's hilarious. She got them
Mhm.
races together and
She
remember the
sure did.
Titans too. Okay.
She did. She
She
did.
was a somebody mentioned, and I didn't fact check this, no pun intended.
Go
That
straight.
one of her few Instagram posts, because she wasn't on the post on Instagram a lot, was, advocating for the justice of George Floyd's,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
untimely demise by the hands of police. So she was definitely for the people. She
For
definitely
the
was for
people.
the people as much as one could be. And it's such a sad time. Like I remember when Michelle Trachtenberg passed away last
Oh,
year,
Mm-hmm.
as well
Mm-hmm.
as I believe Shannon Doherty passed away last year too. So it's like millennials and Gen Zs, we're losing a lot of the people we looked up to growing up on the TV screen, especially me as an actor. Like Bring It On was my
Mm-hmm.
shit. It inspired me to be a cheerleader in college. Seeing that movie at
And
5
you
years
were?
old. Yes, I cheered in college. So
Oh, did I know
yeah,
this? Okay.
you,
Y'all knew
you,
I
that?
didn't. We
yeah,
need
a lot of
pictures.
people.
I need some
Yes.
pictures
There's,
for.
Yes.
I will send some pictures.
I need some pictures for B-roll, baby.
Pictures, videos. I was the only male cheerleader at Chicago State for a little second.
Okay,
Really?
Most
I'm
people say
gagged at
yes.
this.
I learn
Hmm.
something new from y'all all the time.
I
Okay.
know. I know.
Yeah,
Now that we
but
got
rest
that
in
out the
peace.
way, I had to get that off of my heart and off my spirit. How are we feeling, y'all? How are we doing? Let's check in real quickly.
I'm
Tired,
beautiful.
beautiful and
Oh,
tired.
okay, Tamla
Right.
man.
Hmm. Yep, truth is. How about you?
Huh?
Hmm.
AP.
I'm feeling beautiful. I'm feeling fabulous. I feel like my life is slowly coming together. I stay saying that though, but I feel it this time.
I mean, I feel like our lives are always coming together every
Right.
single day. We
Hmm.
we should strive to be 1% better than the day before.
Just
Um,
one.
every day, at least 1%. That's all you need, just 1%. Now,
Yeah.
if you want to go on 10% better, then cool. But 1%, that's all you need. Just be better. I'm okay. Truth is I'm tired as well.
Hmm.
Got a lot happening right now with this transition, so I'm just trying to manage it all. But we're not gonna belabor the time. We're gonna get right into things, okay? This is the pick me agenda. What?
No, I'm laughing at Dupree. He be killing me.
What did Dupree do?
Oh,
You
just say he.
said
No, we
you
not.
said you said no.
Oh,
You said we're not gonna belabor the time. I said no, we not.
okay. I got so much shit I gotta do after this. But we're gonna get right
Hmm.
into it, okay? This is the pick me agenda. This is for y'all, okay? For all you pick me's. And we're gonna start off with an icebreaker, and it's called Pick Me. Are they a pick me or should we let them live? Okay. So I'm
Ooh.
going to name a thing. I'm gonna say
Hmm.
a thing, and then y'all gonna go and say pick me and let them live. And then at the very end, we'll have an opportunity to talk about which one of them is the biggest pick me to you. Okay?
I'm living.
All right, let's do this. So, a gay man who constantly tells people he doesn't have gay friends because gay men are too messy. Is that a pick
Pick
me
me.
or should we let him live?
Pick
Pick me
me,
for 1,000.
Pick me?
Hell
pick me.
yes.
Agreed. Okay. Changing your voice or mannerisms when you around straight men.
We gotta let
Let
them
them live.
live.
Let them
Let them
live.
live. These niggas
Yeah,
dangerous.
as
Yes.
hell.
So is
I'm
that
gonna
a
tell.
survival? That's a survive
Yes.
that
It's a
code
survival.
switch
Yes, it
is
is.
survival.
Hmm.
Yes, it is.
Do you change your voices ever?
I do.
Okay.
And the
Yeah,
Okay.
internet ain't gonna.
professionally more so.
The internet ain't always
Professionally.
gonna save you. You got to do what you got to do to get through the physical moment.
You
Okay.
do. You do. I'm hearing you, Dupree.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. A bottom. Shout out to the bottoms. Shout out to Dupree. No, I'm joking.
Right.
I mean, hey,
Power. Power to the
hi,
people.
hi,
Power to the
babe.
people. Power to the people. Okay. No, 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 no. For real though. A bottom who always makes sure people know he's not a feminine bottom. A
Pick
bottom who's
me,
always like, I'm not femme, I'm not femme, I'm not
Pick
femme.
me.
pick
Pick
me,
me.
because they gonna fuck either way it go. Like it's okay.
Hmm.
Oh,
The
okay.
Like
bottom going fuck or the top?
the top is going to fuck. They be no fats, no
Regardless.
femmes. They be like that in public, but
Uh
behind
oh.
closed doors, they gonna fuck. It's a man.
Agreed.
A man will fuck a horse.
I I said this to, I think I said it in, I don't know where I said it. It was either in my interview with Noel Nix, which is on our YouTube channel that y'all can go watch, or with Samson, which dropped this past Wednesday. I feel like the straight men who are, I mean, the gay men who are super hyper masculine and they be like, oh, I only deal with fem. I mean, no fem bottom, no fem, no fast, no fems, no fems, no fems, whatever. I feel like you know how like straight men will say like, "Oh, I don't do trans women," but they use
Right.
another word. But I'm not using that word. You know, they'd be like, "I don't fuck with trans women," but then like they be secretly DMing trans women.
Mm-hmm.
I feel
Mm-hmm.
like masculine gay men do the same thing with feminine bottoms and feminine tops. They'll be online and be like, "Oh, I would never let a well, whatever, whatever." But then
Mm-hmm.
when they see that piece of meat come out or they see that
Mm-hmm.
big booty, they be in the DMs like, "Oh, let me get that. Let me get that."
That donkey donk.
Donkey, donkey, donkey,
Somebody's
donkey,
gonna be
donk.
mad about that. They're gonna be like, "Oh, I don't do that." Yes, you do, babes, and it's okay. It's okay. Okay, saying you don't go to Pride because you've grown past all of that. Is that a pick
Oh,
me or let them? Should we let them live?
I let them live.
Why?
I'm gonna let them live
It,
too.
I'm gonna let them live because as somebody who went to Pride, the official Pride in Chicago this year, I felt like unk. I felt so old and so tired. Like
You gotta
everybody
go to
was
Black Pride,
literally,
sir.
and that's what I'm saying. Official Pride, the one everybody knows about, I felt really old. But like the market days, I'm there. Black Pride, I'm there. But like Pride, June, last of the month, Chicago, it's nothing but kids these days. So I'm like, if you're talking in the context of that, let them live.
Mm.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
you're speaking. Okay, but that's just Chicago, though. You're speaking on Chicago.
I can only speak on what I know, unfortunately.
Okay.
I've never been
I think
to.
I'm gonna still let them live, even from
Okay.
over here, even in the DC. Because like, if you've grown past, I feel like going to Pride feels like a rite of passage. I guess if you're coming out later in
Hmm.
life, earlier in life, and you've just gone to enough. I don't maybe like the phrasing "grown past," but I'm like, you didn't
Okay.
already been. You lived and you learned. So,
Yeah.
Um,
Like,
I'll let them live. Pride's not for
yeah.
everybody, and as long as
mm,
you're not like othering yourself, which Dupree, I know you want to. We're gonna be talking about the othering of it all
Mhm.
later. As long as you're not othering yourself, I think it's cool. Okay. Laughing along with your straight friends when they're making questionable gay jokes.
So most of my friends are gay. But no, for real, I'm gonna say pick me as well.
Huh?
yeah,
I'm gonna say pick me as well.
Yeah.
pick me. Yeah,
Very much like the black boy, the white boy. Very much like the black boy who like allows his white friends to like make black jokes. Like,
Hmm.
yeah.
Chad, are
Mm-hmm.
you okay? Keegan, are you okay?
Tegan, I love a Tegan name.
Okay. Acting completely different when an attractive man enters the room.
Definition. Pick me right
Of a
there.
pick me, yes.
Pick Misha for
I
sure.
don't even think we need to elaborate.
No, no,
Uh-huh.
no, 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 no. Okay, saying I just naturally get along better with straight people.
Oh, better than us.
Is that a pick me or should we
Mm,
let them live?
Is it straight men or straight people?
Does it matter?
man.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters. Like, I don't really love the gay boy who be like, "Oh, I only have girl. I only have friends. I'm only friends with women." No, I don't like that either. So for me, it don't matter if it's just straight men or straight women. Because why don't you
Well,
have any like gay friends?
I
I'm
have gay
hearing you.
friends. It's pick me, but if I have to choose between the straight genders, I get along with the straight women way more than straight men. But it's still pick me to say it.
Okay,
Yeah.
Pick me.
pick me. Okay, we're pick me. And I'm not saying you can't have straight friends, but when you be like, "Oh, I just get along better with straight people," I'm just like,
I
No.
do find that questionable. I do find
yeah,
that
Yes, I
questionable.
do as well.
okay. Okay, this is different. Constantly
Hmm.
reminding everybody that you don't need anybody's validation.
Isn't the constant reminder seeking validation by saying you don't need validation? That's like
Yes.
saying bringing a birthday gift for my birthday to bring to my birthday party on a birthday with a birthday gift. Like, okay, we get
You
it.
the
You're the
birthday.
birthday. Exactly. Exactly.
All right, y'all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand it over to you, Dupree.
Hello. You know, I'm not like those other gays. That's exactly what we're getting into. It's the pick me agenda, and we're gonna get right into some pick me s questions. So my first question to y'all is why do some gay men build an identity around all things they don't do that other gay men do? And when I heard this question, or when I supposed this question, we all know most things that other gays claim they're not are. They usually claim to not be fact or femme, and I blame misogyny, misogynoir. It plays a big part in how we lack a lot of our social skills between each other, how we lack a lot of community between each other, because there is an anti-femme epidemic within our community. I feel that I just feel like it prohibits us from accepting who we really are and expanding beyond what the world thinks you should be as a gay man. What are you about, y'all?
Let me get my thoughts together. I mean, I feel as though being all the other things,
Hmm.
still elevates you in society. I don't know who I was talking to this about recently. I can't think of the exact topic, but we were like, I think I was like, I think I finally understand why people are so anti whatever the thing is, because the world um gives money, not gives money to, we clap for people who are like ordinary, if that makes sense, who don't lie, who aren't outliers. If they are the masculine, if they are more white leaning or white characteristics, if they just are anti everything that us on this podcast represent, I feel like society rewards that shit. So they're
Mhm.
like, you know what? I see it. I'm going to be that, and I think that's why people do it.
Yeah, great answer. I would agree.
You know, there is the closer you get to there's capital to having a close proximity to white supremacy. You know what I'm saying?
Hearing you,
And that
hearing
plays
you.
a large part as to why a lot of us go, aspire to tradeness, because the standard of being a man under the context of white supremacy is being masculine, being dominant, taking up space, having a lack of compassion, acting more out of impulse. It's not a negative. It's not a positive attribute to have, and that affects how we view ourselves as gay men as well. Yeah.
You was eating that up, big.
Thank
That
you.
was
Yes,
good. That was
yes.
good.
Yeah.
I I think when I approach this question, I don't do it from just a place of masculine, feminine, whatever, because I see a lot more than just that. I see the
Mhm.
people say, the people say, "Oh, I'm not like those guys. I don't go to the club. I don't,
Right.
the other end. I don't go to the parties. I'm not promiscuous. I don't do hookups. I
Hmm.
don't do this. I don't, right? And it's almost as if they are trying to put themselves on a higher pedestal, right? They feel like they're more superior than the people who do go outside, the people who do attend Pride, the people who do go to the red dress front. And much like you all have said, is linked to a lot of other things. But one of those other things that it is linked to 100% is internalized homophobia.
Mm.
um, People are still concerned about what people think. What will people think if they
Yeah.
see me outside in this crop top? What will people think
Hmm.
if they see me in this red dress? What will people think if this, that, and the third? So I think it all is wrapped up between, like you all said, white supremacy, the patriarchy, and homophobia. And for me, it's crazy because it's like we spend all this time trying to get free
Mm.
and trying to be free and trying to live free only to put shackles back on ourselves. Like, what's the point of being out if you put shackles on yourself and come up with a list of things that you don't do? What do you do? But that's also the difference between someone who is gay and someone who is queer. And that's the conversation people aren't ready
Uh-huh.
to have. Not all gay people are queer.
Wh- wh- What are
They're not.
they?
Queer is a life. They're just gay. To me, queer is a
Oh,
lifestyle.
so the gay
Queer,
is worse.
huh?
The gay is worse. Like we all should be queer.
I
Like we
mean,
all
I
should.
can't tell you what to be. I can't
Right.
tell you what to be, but yes, we
Uh-huh.
should be queer.
Okay. Yeah, no,
Live,
I'm with you.
live, nigga, live.
Hmm.
Or do you just fuck
Fuck
men?
niggas.
I'll come back to that one.
No, we're there, so it won't make sense if we come back later.
No,
What
no,
did
but
what did
thoughts formed
huh?
correctly. I don't know if I have my thoughts formed correctly.
Okay.
I just feel like saying that we should all be queer is almost like the monolith conversation, you know?
How?
Almost. It's like if you're gay and you
Hmm.
just want to fuck niggas, that's your prerogative. As long as you are not homophobic or harming anybody, I don't care. But if you
But
just want,
you are harming people when you sit. What we're talking about specifically right now, you are harming people if you're sitting there pontificating about all the things that you don't do. I'm not that gay. I don't do. You'll never see me in a crop top. You'll never see me in a dress. You'll never do this, that, and that. That's actually dangerous and that's harmful behavior.
if you just keep it to yourself and don't express it, is it still harmful?
No, but what we're speaking about right now, the topic is the people who don't keep it to themselves.
Hmm. I see what you're saying.
So they're harmful.
They are harmful, but I do think people who just don't do certain activities aren't, as long as you're not expressing it, it's just cool, whatever, you know, that's just me.
I'm on the fence with both of y'all. I
Thank
can't
you.
decide what I
Because
want.
there are people who just aren't comfortable. Like for me, I wouldn't do the red dress in New Orleans, but I've just said it on the, I think I've said it on the pod, at least behind the scenes, is because I'm not comfortable with my body yet, you know? It was just like, I don't
Mm.
have the body for a dress. I don't think I ever will. That's just my personal thing. So it's like I don't want to be. Well, bitch, you should. You shouldn't care what your body looks like. Wear that red dress. No, bitch, it's my body. It's my life. I don't feel comfortable wearing a red dress, no matter how big, skinny, uncut, cut I am. That's me. It doesn't make me any less of a member of the LGBTQ. And if
Yeah, but
people
that's
don't,
so like for you, Dupree, you're like on this podcast, right? So like because you not wanting to put on a dress, which I think you would look nice in a dress, but you not wanting to put on a dress doesn't make you fall into that category of the people we're speaking of. The people we're speaking of are the people who consistently, excuse me, who consistently other themselves. It's like the black people, right? Who would be like, "Oh, I'm not like them. I don't smoke
Mhm.
weed and I don't do this and you'll never catch me like twerking. You'll never like that doesn't make you any better. That and then also that doesn't put you in a position where you might think that's going to get you closer to the other people, but it doesn't because they still going to see you as a punk, as a fag, okay? As a fag. At the end of the day, that's what they're going to see you as. So like I just host. I mean, like, live how you want to live, but at the same time, our ancestors and the people who came before us didn't fucking fight. They didn't lose their lives. They didn't experience what they experienced for us to sit and not embrace the totality of who we are. And the totality of who we are doesn't mean just going outside, but I'm speaking of the people who just kind of distance themselves and they are own and they are only connected through the people who they stick their dicks in or the people who stick their dicks in them. Like I know somebody specific, and I won't air his ass out, but he is always talking about how like, oh, I don't mess around with gay people. I don't have gay friends. I only hang out with women. I like okay,
You want a cookie?
right. Pick me.
yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it's not if you wear a red dress, I'm not saying you're not a part of the if you don't want to wear a dress, I'm not saying you're not a part of the community. That's just one small little thing. But I don't know. That's just my opinion. And I'm wrong. I could be wrong. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
He said, "You are."
No. Next question, y'all.
Next question,
Have you
Tamika.
ever, I doubt you two have, but I'm still going to ask it. Have you ever gone through a period where you intentionally distanced yourself from other gay men? I did in high school, but it was because I was DL in a closet that was made of glass. But I was a child. So
why
does
would
that
you
even
say
count?
why would you say you doubt I have? You already know I haven't always been loud and proud, so of course. Um
Well, just because you weren't allowed and proud doesn't mean you were distancing yourself from other gay men. Because before I even knew you were gay, I thought you were just a really cool ally. So that's
yeah,
not
but I
necessarily.
wasn't you wouldn't catch me in certain places with y'all. The fuck?
I
You would.
mean,
I
but
wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't in gay spaces like that.
okay.
Yeah, I
I
wasn't going to the. My first Pride was like
last
in the
year.
20. Huh?
Last year.
No, 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 no.
I'm
But it
just
was in
playing.
the 20. It was in the 2020s.
Hmm.
I wasn't
Hmm.
doing this. Yeah, I wasn't doing that shit. But that was once again that was due to me and me not wanting to be me. So yeah.
Hmm. I have a question based on what Dupree just said. He said in high school, and I can probably say, yeah, me too. High school, I'm like, oh, you too gay. You know what I mean? I was one of them, you know. I have a question. Michael, was your closet made of glass in high school?
No, because I dated women in high school. So I dated
By
women. Yeah, I've dated women like up until probably like my late 20s.
we're gonna save that one for another podcast.
I mean, we've talked about it at exhaustion. Is um
Because okay, go
because
ahead.
I'm still attracted to women, but I'm more
Right.
emotionally attracted to men. So,
Right.
but like if the opportunity presented itself, a woman can still get took down. You feel
Hmm.
me? And there's been plenty of opportunities presented. However, I'm more emotionally attached and attracted to men. So that's why I don't wear the badge or the moniker of bisexual, just because I haven't been with a woman. I haven't been with a woman in a while. So I don't be walking around being like I'm bisexual type shit.
Okay. Okay. I'm always so curious to know about everybody's experience from high school. Just because everybody, I love the phrase the glass. What the fuck? The closet was made of glass. Because I'm like, mine was made of glass. My mom had the audacity to be like, oh, yeah, girl, we all knew. We were just waiting for you. And I said, don't eat me up like that. Um, but enough of that. I have a question related to not about the glass, but specifically about masculinity. Because I feel like within the fucking closet being made of glass, like it's all about how much masculinity you were performing, right? So my question is, how much of masculinity within our community today in our lives that we see is authentic? And I'm gonna leave it at that because there's like a follow-up part too.
None of it is authentic. None of it is
None.
none of it is authentic. I think everybody's performing to a certain extent. And I think a lot of straight men perform to a certain extent. I believe that
I
everybody
know.
has masculine and feminine energy, right? We have both. And it's a matter of if you embrace it or not. But I think as far as us as a community, because I really don't care about the heteros,
Right.
um, as us as a community, I feel like there's so much social currency
Hmm.
in masculinity that a lot of people try to perform masculinity. I made a post on Twitter the other day, um, something along the lines of there's not. Always see like, oh, the girls are always like, it's a top shortage. It's a top shortage, right?
They do be
And I
saying that.
said, I don't think there is a top shortage. I just think that everybody's looking for a masculine top, right? Everybody's type
Hmm.
is this masculine top. To include the masculine top that the bottoms are looking for, those masculine tops are also looking for other masculine men because I feel like masculine men perform and they perform they present themselves more masculine so they can hopefully attract other masculine
Masculine
men.
Lucas.
They're not trying to attract those, you know, princess bottoms who are super femme who want that. No, I'm not. That wasn't a shot at you, by the way,
It's
Dupree.
an
Uh,
attack.
who want, who want a masculine man. I don't know. It's so weird to see,
I'm
and
hearing you.
I also feel like I could be like, I'm masculine, right? I'm masculine. But then there's gonna be the next person be like, girl, you are a girl. You are a woman, right? Because masculinity is all about perception. And a lot of people perceive themselves to be more masculine than they really are. And a
Hmm.
beard doesn't make you masculine, and a fitted hat don't make you masculine either. And a lot of people think that's all it takes. And I think it's all a performance, and I just wish that people would just embrace, just be yourself.
We're all in drag, damn it.
Y'all
it's
know what
like
I hate? Oh,
it's
go
like
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
you go to the club, you see the girls, you get the girls' Instagram, and they got on a best trade. They talking like, "Hey, what up? What you on, G?" I'm like, I'm chilling, gang. What you on? You feel me? And then you finally exchange Instagrams, and then you see Mamas is head captain of the Bud Billiken Parade, Majorette. And my thing is, ain't nothing wrong with that. You feel me? But I understand because it leads back to our earlier type of conversation. We have a lot of unpacking to do because we have a lot of internalized homophobia. Look, because we were raised by hetero people who had probably the same phobias and who had to do the work and do the healing once they figured out their child was queer. So it's like
Yeah.
that's why I really value a mentor mentee relationship between the more seasoned people of the community with the young hoes because we should be learning from our seasoned people. And I understand, the epidemic and stuff, and both epidemics, both crack and unfortunately HIV/AIDS. A lot of people have left this earth who should still be here, in my opinion. So one day I'll be a seasoned hoe, hopefully to teaching the young hoes how to love who you are. Because I want to tell you, every boyfriend I've had, every date situationship relationship, they crack and they show that feminine aspect when we're locked in, and it makes me feel good because I'm like, oh, he feels safe with me, so we can throw
Mm.
that ass.
I have an unrelated but still related question. Since we're talking about like performance of masculinity. All right. So I have a question that's slightly related but unrelated, but still within like the performance of masculinity. And it may be a hot take. I'm not too sure, but it's still a hill that I'm willing to slightly die on, but I hope to be revived. Like I'm gonna die on it, but still bring me back. I feel as though black, I can't necessarily say black, but I'm gonna just say gay people in general, gay men, when they are like obsessed with sports, I don't know. I feel like it stems from like this performance of masculinity. It's still
What?
sprinkling in desirability. I don't. Maybe that's just me and what I think. That's my hot take. But I
That's a
still feel like maybe because we're American, people like sports. But I just don't see what the big deal is with sports and
that's
how people be.
problematic as hell. You're one of those gays, and I
Now
talked about you.
pushers,
Huh?
now pushers in the comments, when we clip this shit, the way y'all be dragging me for saying I'm a pretty fucking princess, drag her ass through the fucking mud because I'm sick of being the fucking higher ground to y'all fucking foreground. All right, have fun with that, damn it.
No, you already know this is the first clip I'm putting out. Are you what? That is crazy. So what you're saying is that gay people can only like fucking ballet, Alvin Ailey dance, and which we love him, but all they can like is like fucking RuPaul's Drag Race.
No, I didn't say what they should like. I'm just saying when
Gay
they
people
do like
watch
this
sports
specific thing.
too.
And I'm not saying that they don't, but I just think in my mind, I'll just be like, what's going on? But I think that's my beef with sports in general. So
That's
when
I don't
I
know.
when
hundred
I
when
like
there's
percent.
an
to watch
added
sports because they be sexy. Like I love watching the MMA fighters. They got on thongs. They got on, they touching each other. It's cute to me.
So gay. You're
I
so
mean, maybe
gay.
I'm just too gay to function. That's my
Mhm.
problem. But I love me a good Bears game. Number 51. Hey, baby.
Wow, so that's crazy. My brain hurts after that take. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give it to God first.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm gonna give it to the pushers, all right? But I think that's crazy for you to for you to say that gay men can't watch sports. And if they watch and enjoy sports, then it's tied to wanting to be masculine or that's a wild take. We listen and we don't judge, but I'm judging just a little teach.
But my thing is
Ah,
this, AP,
okay.
there are openly gay athletes in every division besides the NBA. So
You're
are
right.
those like do those men you not think about those men in that conversation or that hot take? Because Frank Ocean's boyfriend is a UFC signed fighter who is
So
openly obviously gay.
when I think of this hot take specifically, let's not think that I've been stewing on this. I've been thinking so in depth about how everything came to be. with this thought. However, when I do think of sports, I'm like, maybe I'm just so anti-sports. So I'm not saying what gay people can and can't do. That's not what I'm saying, or what they should and shouldn't like. But when I think of us as a community, and then when I think of sports, I think maybe there's so much like hyper masculinity centered around sports, like the culture, all of this stuff. And I'd be like, damn, and y'all still be. And people can like the sports for whatever the fuck they want to like. And I'm not talking about every single. I'm not saying people that like tennis. That's less crazy to me. But like people who are like diehard like NFL, NBA, I'd be like, this is interesting. Just because that culture just seems so like. But sports could be personal to people, and that's what I'm saying. I haven't thought completely deep about it, but it's just something that's been on the back of my brainstem when I be like, when gay people like sports, that's weird to me. I
I
don't
kind of
know.
understand what you're saying because there is a an NBA player. I somewhat. I don't want to give you too much grace. Don't think you're that girl
Give me a
because
little.
you're
Give
still
me a
not.
little.
You're still not that girl. But is it because that the systems that these sports take place in, like the NBA, NFL, have had homophobic history?
I think it's all of that. And
Is that I'm
okay,
at Micah? I'm just asking, Micah. I don't know that, baby. I'm just asking. Don't think ahead too fast. Shit. I'm just trying
right,
to understand
Micah.
baby's viewpoint because I'm just trying to understand. Is it because I don't want to say Charles Barkley. Some NBA retiree was like, most of these niggas is gay, but their contracts and their coaches advise them to never come out because of the homophobia that takes place behind the scenes and what they'll get in front of the scenes on like social media and stuff. So is it because that that the organizations are a safe space for homophobia to reign?
That's like 2%. I
Okay, then
just
never
think.
mind. We're gonna move on. You just got a
Yo,
hot.
because you're making it. Listen. The same culture that you see in
Mhm.
sports, I'm gonna fuck you up right here, right? I'm gonna fuck your brain up. The same competitive, super competitive culture that you see in football, you see in basketball. You know where else you see that? See
You
the,
see that same culture in drag and theater, like in entertainment, like in
you
the
miss the
non
biggest. You miss the biggest LGBTQ sport that they do it in. Ballroom.
ballroom. Yes, ballroom.
Toxic.
Yes.
So that same toxic culture that you see in football and you see in basketball,
Mm-mm.
it's in ballroom as well, babes.
A different kind of toxic culture that I'm
Oh,
speaking
girl,
to.
let's move on.
Look, you know what?
You just gonna have your opinion.
Let's. Damn. What happened to free thought? What happened
What
to
happened to
individuality?
No,
sisterhood?
you
What
have the
happened to
free
be my
thought.
No,
sisters?
I'm just fucking with y'all.
We
I'm
have
just
you have
fucking
the
with
free
y'all.
thought. It's just that's a wild to me right now in this
Mhm.
moment. That's a wild take. That's all.
No,
But
you
one thing
know
that
what?
AP gonna do, I mean, AP's very first show, he gave us a wild take. He said this might, and anytime AP says this might be a wild take, I don't know. It's gonna be a wild take.
Oh,
He
so
Hey,
said
look.
his very first day on the job, he got on. He said, I don't know. This might be a. He said this might be a wild take. I don't know, but I feel everybody should have a whole face.
and and you know what? People were
and
in
people
agreement.
way. So do you look at the straight men who watch Housewives and Ballroom? Do you look at them crazy? Like, what you doing watching this? This ain't for you.
No. That's like a whole different type of opposite scale. You know
What
what?
the fuck? Okay,
You
next,
know what?
next. I'm sorry.
Oh my god! I'm gonna get my thoughts together, not on the show, and I'm gonna come back to y'all just to tell y'all what I mean. I promise. I
Okay.
promise. I
Well, the
promise.
last
Because
episode, the last episode is the unfinished business agenda, where we
okay.
go back and we talk about some of our, former takes. So, what I would suggest, maybe you can flesh this
Mhm.
out a little bit more.
I will. I will. I
Okay.
will.
Great idea.
All right. I have like the take is not that hot right now. I just have a question for y'all, and I need to know both of y'all opinions. Okay. Are masculine gay men sometimes performing masculinity for other men just as much as feminine gay men get accused of performing femininity? I
Yeah,
know she was lengthy.
I kind of answered that um earlier when I said I feel like all of us are performing. I
Hmm.
know certain men who present super feminine on the internet, right? As a persona is like,
Really?
oh, if you only knew.
Hey, bro, you
Really?
calling me out?
You rolling up. It's this one boy
Get
I
Dupree,
know.
please.
He need to
And
hear me.
like face, I heard you. It just didn't face that masculine voice didn't face me. Um,
Stop playing with me, bro. G, stop playing with me.
um,
Real.
but yeah, all of like right. So the lip gloss on the internet, face be the lip gloss be popping. You know, he be like, "Yes, girl, yeah." You know, like woo 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 woo. But then like I've been in spaces with this man outside of his internet persona.
Hmm.
No makeup, very chill, voice like this, you know. So I feel like there's some, not all, but some feminine men also turn it up. And I think the masculine men also turn it up. But I think in general, in this internet that we live in, people turn up these personas. Kiki Palmer and Lauren Palmer are two different people,
Okay.
right? Lauren Palmer is still probably very vibrant, whatever, 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 right? But when Kiki comes, girl, I
Right, right,
know it
right.
ain't you. Performance, right? It's a persona. It's performance. So I think we all, whether we like it or not, I feel like we all perform um to a certain extent.
I mean, I said this on a TikTok of mine. I said, as somebody who is blessed to be gay, I've experienced the very feminine attributes from my straight male friends and very masculine attributes from my female straight friends when it's just me and them in a room. Like sleepovers with my homegirls, and I mean girls, like, cis born women, straight, shadow boxing, farting, dapping it up, playing spades, play fighting, doing all the things that you would assume a group of niggas would be doing, and vice versa. Like, I done talked about my feelings with my straight homeboys, and like talked about vulnerability, and like written music and poetry, and talked about housewives. And it's like all this shit is so performative across the board. Like, I wish we could release the walls and the shackles of homophobia to see we all the same in this game more than we are different.
Release the
Hmm.
And that's why
train.
I'm blessed, because there are only certain things that a gay man will experience and only certain angles that we will see from the heterosexual community when they let their walls down. Because me being a man, my homegirl's not finna fem it up for me, and me being a gay man, my homeboy's not finna butch it up for me. So they just, I get to see the real. I do. Now that's really cool.
Okay, I'm hearing y'all.
Yeah.
Let me shut the
What do
fuck
you
up then.
think?
Let me shut the fuck. You know what's crazy? Fuck what I think, because y'all don't value my opinion.
Oh, girl. Hey, Kiki.
So, oh,
Girl.
Law, you're so tired.
Girl, say what you saying.
Right. I actually think this is interesting, Micah, how you just honestly, I don't think I've really acknowledged or watched anybody perform femininity. So when I was like reading the question, I was like, oh, masculine niggas all the way. They performing that shit down. I'm like, who is really out here performing femininity? So I'm like, I'm interested in this person that you speak of, because I'm like, well, what's the benefit, or like why what are you doing, if we're not being ourselves and we're performing, especially in
Um,
toward that side of the spectrum. What's going on?
because bad bitches are rewarded. You feel me? Like that's a
Okay.
like yes, there
Okay.
is there is feminine men do get shitted on by self-proclaimed masculine men within the community,
Right.
but there is currency
There
to a certain
is.
extent, especially when you're an influencer, a
There
socialite.
is.
If you're a more feminine man, and then you're around only bad bitches, and y'all are out.
Mm-hmm.
You're the one twerking, and you're twerking with the bad bitches on the party bus, and you're young, you're turned. You're like,
Mm-hmm.
there's currency in that as well. So it's like people get in where they fit in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I heard that. All right. You know what? And
And
I
I've
feel like
already
that's
said
a
too much. And this is the Black Agenda. We are about to take a break. All right. We're going to get a little message for our 40 for 40 campaign. And we will be back after this.
Pushers, we've got a goal for season 5. We want the entire season in the studio. That's why we've launched our 40 for 40 challenge. We're asking 40 pushers to give $40 to help us make that transition and bring you a bigger, better, fully in studio season of the Black Gay Agenda. Every $40 gets us one step closer. Now, if you can't give 40, we'll take 4, we'll take 14, we'll take whatever you can, even your word of mouth. Go ahead and share this. So if you believe in what we're building, push with us. Donate today through Cash App at Black Gay Agenda or PayPal at paypal.me/Black Gay Agenda. 40 pushers, $40. Let's get season 5 in the studio.
Welcome back to the Black Gay Agenda. I am Micah B. All right. If y'all hadn't heard my little countdown prior to this, y'all would have gagged a little bit. Speaking of gagging, we're going to get into our next segment, which will
Mm-hmm.
for sure make you gag. And this is Pick Me, Choose Me, Love Me. All right?
I love Grey's Anatomy.
Curtis was supposed to love me.
Love me.
Love
All right.
me.
I want to start off here, right?
Mm.
What's something that you've changed, hidden, tolerated, or toned down because you wanted somebody to choose you?
My femininity.
Oh, come on. Speak on it. Speak on it.
That's the truth. Shit, I'm not gonna be no fake bitch, fake woke bitch. I have toned down my femininity in the past for a few niggas. I'm only 26,
Interesting.
y'all. It's the behavior I had to unlearn. It is. And if I'm being honest, sometimes I'm still unlearning it.
I hear you. I hear you.
Boom.
Have men ever told you you're too femme for me, bro?
Absolutely. And you're lying.
Mm.
I'll be lying. Most people ask that question have probably answered with a yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's the truth. They've never told y'all that?
Yeah, I've gotten that before. Off some socks I wore to a dude's house. They was like, those colored socks? That is too feminine for me. I said, big socks?
Yeah,
I'm
I've
like,
had it. I don't get it a lot.
oh.
Um, shut the fuck up.
Okay, Prince. Uh-huh.
One chop, AP, one
Um,
chop.
I usually get it from people who are, and they don't belong to me when I say this, but I'm just saying it in general. Like my bottoms, right? Like when I say my bottoms, I don't mean like ownership, but people who frequently bottom for me. You get what I'm saying? You know, we
Yeah.
gotta talk like that on this podcast because certain people be like, "Oh, he said my bottoms," meaning he owns people. I'm like, shut the
Certain pushers.
fuck
All of that.
Certain.
up.
Certain pushers.
Yeah, and they necessarily sometimes they'll see me out and about because you see I can wear a good crop, you know, I can wear a good like pantsuit. I could wear and then I could wear like I could be a nigga. Some days I give nigga, right? Like in the song Sticky. I'm that nigga and that bitch. You feel
Hmm.
me? And sometimes some of my bottoms, they don't really love that. And they're like, oh, I didn't know you gave it up like this. But then at the end of the day, you still took this dick. So it don't matter.
I
But then
hear
I
that.
got a top before, and I thought I did my big one. I had got this new jock. My shit was looking nice, right? My shit was super fat on this day. I went over there, came out my when we we smoked, chill. I came out my pants, and he's like, oh, I don't do all of that like fam shit. I was gagged. I was so appalled. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and then and then I was like, okay, and then he was like, also, you too hairy for me.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the little hair.
I've gotten too masculine before too. Believe it or not, yo.
Okay.
I promise you I have. Because my persona,
Dupree. I'm
I'm
just
dead
playing.
ass.
I'm just
Y'all
playing.
act,
I'm just,
stop
I'm
playing with
just
me.
playing.
I have because it's mostly off the guys who meet me off of my social media channels, and they expect the Dupree the artist in intimate settings. And Dupree the artist on social
Mm.
media is like, I guess in tune with my feminine side. I don't think I'm the most femme queen now. If that's what you think, AP, congratulations, happy birthday. Um, but they expect me to act a certain feminine way that I just don't always give. It's still me. It's just not me all the time. Like I'll never forget. I was at this party of mutual friend of mine, and her cousin was there, and he was like, "Why you not twerking?" Mind you, her cousin is a straight man,
Oh.
but they grew up, around a lot of gay people. So he was like, "Why you not throwing ass this time? Like you usually do." I'm like, "Sometimes I just don't be feeling like throwing ass." Like the
Mm.
mic,
Yes.
yeah, it's like I don't always have to operate out of my feminine aspects or my masculine aspects, but I do
Yes.
find that it sometimes limits my dating experience because unfortunately most gays either want one or the other.
Or the
And
That's
other.
I'm
true.
somebody with duality and I have both. Sometimes at the
Child,
same, you know?
that pic
Speak on it.
that
Yeah.
picture of you when you're in the black, right?
Ugh.
Hold on.
Live.
Hold on. And
Live.
I didn't notice it till today. So when I first saw the picture, I was like, oh, look at Dupree, get betrayed, right? So
And
when
then
I
it's
was making
all
that yes, when I was making that post of your list,
mhm.
everybody make sure that y'all are following the Black Gay Agenda at the Black Gay Agenda on Instagram. Every Monday we do a list where we put everything out, what we're listening to, what we're watching, what we're reading. So make sure y'all tap into that. Some of y'all definitely need to pay attention to what we're reading. Cause y'all hoes don't read. But no, Dupree. So it wasn't until today that I like blew the picture up or whatever. And I said,
Mm.
"Oh, your whole side was out." And I love that because the face was giving nigga, but then
Mm.
like little top on the side, oh, it
Mhm.
was giving girl. So I love the duality that you do
Yeah.
bring to the table.
That's a
Facts.
part of my life. It's a part of my brand. I do nothing
Mhm.
without intention. So I'm glad
I
that
love that.
I love that the intellectual girls like yourself are noticing the duality of Dupree.
Yes.
The magazine cover from that picture is the theme was duality. So that was the first thing I was,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, AP? Do you find yourself, have you ever switched it up?
You know what's crazy? Not not necessarily from what you two were just speaking about with like femininity and masculinity. This might be going into a completely other direction. This might be a no, I'm just playing. Um, I actually feel like I had to tone down like how much of a partier, how much of a drinker, like how social I was for dating because I kind of feel like similar to what we were talking about in the earlier, people be like look at people that party have like are super very social, people that drink a lot, even though it was like on the weekends. People who think they don't do that think they're better than the people that do that. And I think I didn't want to come across as somebody too social because y'all know the rap we already get as queer people, how like we're fast, we're super like sexual, hypersexual. All we do is kind of like be in the
Yeah.
scene. So I didn't really want people to perceive me that way. So I had to like dial back how much I would, how much I actually party, how many queer friends I already had, So it's like, oh, let me just, yeah, I'm in the house tonight. Whole time I'm at Nelly's down the street, So I think that was probably that probably be the biggest thing that I had to like change or alter about myself to pursue somebody else.
As you said that, it makes me think about a lot of conversations that have been had on our page the past couple of weeks.
Mhm.
Especially when it comes to nightlife and going outside
Mm.
and being outside and whether or not you are worthy to be chosen if you're outside. And
Right.
so what I've noticed, and I do research, right? I do market research.
Hmm.
And sometimes market research just means clicking on a page and then like investigating. And sometimes what I've noticed, some of the people who are most vocal about anti going out, right? Anti having sex, all of these things, who are like, oh, the reason why so many black gay men are um, single is because they just want to fuck and they don't want to do anything else. They are outside
Hmm.
all the time. I'm
Hmm.
inside. I don't do those things. But then when
Hmm.
I go to y'all's pages, y'all ain't got no niggas neither. So if the issue is we go outside too much and we fuck too much, and that's why we're single. So many of us are single, but you stay inside and you don't fuck at all, but your ass is still single. The plot is lost somewhere. And I don't know. Maybe y'all can help me out. Maybe y'all can decipher the code. Maybe y'all can crack the code. But I feel like a lot of people oversimplify it
Yep.
to just, oh, y'all niggas just have sex. And like, Is that a problem for some people? They don't want to make a genuine connection. They just want to fuck. Yes. But
Right.
also, I always say to people like, you're just making excuses. Call it what you want. But the root of a thing causes the fruit of a thing. And the root is all of the things. So for some people, they weren't allowed. They want the root of a thing causes the fruit of the thing. Okay.
Okay.
And a lot of people weren't allowed. Like, think about it. If you were closeted, the only interactions that you have with another man is behind closed doors,
Right.
Netflix and chill, and fucking. Now, if you come out at
Mm.
32, you expect them at 33 to be fucking married? You expect them at 33 to have it all figured out? You expect them at 33 to be like, oh yes, I never went to, I'm not speaking to me, I'm just saying, like, oh, I've never went to a gay club and I've now
Mm-hmm.
I gotta sit my ass down and I've only been in the club for 1 year.
Right. Right.
Like, come on,
Yes,
y'all. So
right.
like let's be more realistic and understanding of people's situations
I
and
get
not
the
just and also, if you have all the answers, why are you still single? I never. There's certain people who are always on the internet. I would never date this. I would never date this. They was criticizing OBO and Jamel for
Right.
the whole conversation centered around PDA. But like, y'all niggas are chronically single.
You raise a great point.
Yeah. And that's why I give the older gays, and by older I mean older than myself, a lot of grace, because just using Micah's experience as an example, I have been out of the closet longer than you have, but it's because I was born into a time where it was more acceptable to be publicly and openly gay, and I happened to be a child, teenager around this time. So I don't really like to compare why older gays and straight people are not in relationships at the same age, is because a lot of older gays didn't have the luxury of growing up openly gay like myself and younger generations have or will fight to have, because Lord knows in this administration they're gonna try to take that shit away too. But I often check myself, check my ageist ways. I'm like, no, this man may be 45, but he's only been able to live in his truth for 6 months to a couple years. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? So that's why, once again, I want to encourage the mentor mentee relationship on both aspects, because you can learn
Yeah,
something from a young gay just as much as I can learn something from a more seasoned gay.
for sure. Okay,
Yeah.
so I have another question. Okay,
Come on, Quash.
earlier, earlier,
Right.
Quash. Yeah, Quash.
earlier, AP said that the gays love to abbreviate things. So now I'm going to make it my
Uh,
mission to figure out all the things I can abbreviate. So
mm.
question instead of question, I actually like that one.
Okay, well, I have an
Um,
ants.
okay, this is my last question actually. Um, have you ever wanted somebody to pick you? Right? Have you ever wanted somebody to pick you so badly that you stopped picking yourself?
Girl.
Mm, damn, Oprah. Shit.
Be
Mm.
honest.
I I think so, but not so much in the aspect of relationships. Me being
Mm.
Okay.
a well, I guess I was a child actor. Yeah, I was a child actor. You often find yourself wanting acceptance more than anything at times, and wanting to people please more than anything, because that's just the industry that you grow up in. So when I was 14, one of my acting coaches, who I love to this day, told me that you have to learn to be Blake the entertainer before you learn to be Blake who is gay. And
Oh.
you got to be real careful of the seeds you plant into a child, because it led to this internal struggle. Mind you, I had never even come out at this time. I
Oh.
was still technically in that closet made of glass. I was 14 years old. And that's where I learned how to like trade up my voice and auditions to find work. And like, but like after auditions, I would still find myself trading up the voice to be accepted in
Mm.
social circles, and trading up the voice to be more palatable to family members and in the church. And so from that one conversation, I stopped accepting who I was, and started seeking the validation of the external world outside of just relationships. And it's then for me being a child actor.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's deep. That's heavy.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
I don't know if I would let my babies be in the game if I was to have
Mm.
children. Like I would want them to figure out who they are first because when you're an actor, you are in a controlled state of psychosis, and it's hard for children to control that state.
Mm,
Separating the character from the person. And who knows who the
yeah.
hell they are at 14 years old? Nobody.
Nobody.
Nobody, you know. Good question. I had the ants. Wait, question. I had the ants.
Period. What about you, AP?
Damn, I'm still on Dupree. Like I'm still
Yeah.
like, damn. Now I'm thinking of my girl Hayden. Now I'm thinking of all the child stars
Yeah.
we've been love. So I'm like, oh
Yeah.
shit. Let me get back to the Have I ever wanted somebody to pick me so bad that I stopped picking
That you
myself?
stop picking yourself.
Girl, I mean, if that's not my entire 20s, like I don't know
Yeah.
what it was then. I think so, especially when I was younger. I think I wanted to, like, say I was like 22, 23. I was dating somebody that was like 5 years older. And, in my head, 5 years older equals like somebody that's more career driven, somebody that has their life together a little bit more. And they probably want an equal counterpart in that. So I think I started trying to show up as somebody more mature than what I was,
Mm.
and I didn't give myself time to explore shit, anything that I really like. And that's why I think I've said this on this podcast today. That's why I'm in a band. That's why I hope open mics. And like all this
Yeah.
stuff that I wish I did when I was in my younger 20s, I didn't do because I thought, well, I remember I was dating this guy and I was like, well, let me make my LinkedIn now. I'm 21 and I think he wants somebody more professional. Like just certain things that I was trying to make myself to be who I clearly was not. Or oh, damn, dare I say it, pick me. Oh, I don't do that. I don't do all this partying and shit. And I'm gonna go to these fucking conferences with you. All this shit that I just felt like, what the fuck was I doing? And I wasn't like living for myself. I was living to be desirable to somebody older because I thought the older you are, the more focused, the more likely your mentality will shift toward a career or professionalism. And then now that I'm 30, I'm like, oh fuck no, this bitch was probably just giving it out. He was probably just doing anything, and I just assumed that that's what he was looking for. So, yeah, I can say that I have.
And that's not somebody you're with now.
Fuck no, fuck no. I hope you're doing well though, because he was a nice man.
It's so crazy because so many times we live for other people, and then the people who we're living for, we don't stay connected to them. So it's just like, what the fuck? To answer the question, and then I'm gonna hand it over to you, Dupree. To answer the question for sure, I think most of my adult life, I wasn't choosing myself. My pick me wasn't for like a man who I wanted to be with. My pick me behavior wasn't for a man that I wanted to be with. It was for the approval and to be chosen by my father. And in me not choosing myself, not choosing to be myself, not choosing to live my truth, I allowed the decisions that I made, the people who I connected with, the people I disconnected with, to shape the trajectory of my life. I didn't make certain moves because what would he think about it? I didn't pursue certain relationships because it was like I could have had like a really, really, at the time it would have been it was everything was perfect, right? And shout out to him because he's married with kids now with his spouse, and it's beautiful. But it was a matter of he wanted to like, he's like, bro, what are we doing? I can't keep doing this Netflix and chill. I can't keep, we can't keep being bros out in public. Like you gotta do something, or I'm gonna pick myself. And he picked himself. And I shout out to him for picking himself. And now he's living. Um, for me, I wasn't ready yet. But when I started to pick myself, everything started to change, right? Uh, More like my career started improving. My friendships started getting stronger. I started building better relationships with people. And then even this platform here is a product of me picking myself. And when you start realizing that those people who you're living for, guess what? They're living their own race. They're living their own journey. And if it takes you that much to gain their approval, in the words of a great doctor, I promise you're never going to get it. You will never get it. You're never going to seek the things that you are seeking for them. So you just got to pick yourself, and wherever the chips fall, wherever they land, wherever the cards land, whatever, you know, whatever metaphor you want to use on that, with that, let them land there, let them fall there. Choose yourself, y'all. It's the best thing that, if I've learned anything in my life, picking yourself and choosing yourself and really saying fuck them people is the best thing that you can ever do.
That was beautiful, and I have a beautiful just one question. How do you know when you've actually stopped performing and started living authentically, living in your truth? I think I realized this when I started taking chances with my clothes, like around my
Mm,
early 20s. Like I would wear a half slitted top or some really tight jeans or like a little boot. And some of it wasn't for me, some of it stayed. As Micah pointed out, I'll still do a little lace moment here and there, you feel me? But just being more free with my fashions is when I really realized, like, oh, I think I'm starting to choose me. I don't give a fuck. You're not fucking me. You're not my friend. You're not my family. And even if you are, this is still my body. This is still my life. Like when I started living in that thought instead of just saying it, that's when I knew I
Mm.
was being who I was
for your pride,
for my pride.
Um, I think when I took control of my body autonomy, right? And that sounds funny, but like people see
bitch.
now, and I try not to do it too much because y'all don't know how to act. And I post a shirtless pic, and y'all be like, "Let me eat your ass with second dick." I'm like, "Oh my god,
Mm.
what happened to
Quickie.
hello? What happened to
Right.
my name is? What happened to how are you? Whatever happened to it? All right." But no, like I used to be in a space where like, and once again, religious dogma, religious psychosis, all of that bullshit, right?
Mm,
Um, I would never post a picture of no shirt on. Excuse me? Holiness is still right. Modesty, right? You got to be modest, and that's just the way I was raised. I remember the very first, like, I had so much anxiety. The very first time I did a photo shoot, um, where I was in like underwear, and
mm,
I was scared to post that shit. Not only that, there was a time where I was still like, I remember it. I was gay. I was gay. But like I was like Instagram was very much this nigga gay, but Facebook where I still had like a lot of family members and everything, like I wouldn't post certain shit over there, like Black Gay Agenda shit. I wouldn't post that
mm.
shit. But I remember the very first time I posted it, and then people were like, some people were like, "Wait, this nigga gay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, like, dude." But I think those are two like moments where it was just like, you know what? Fuck it. And what's somebody gonna, at the end of the day, what is anybody else gonna do? Like you said, they're not paying your bills, they're not fucking you.
Not a damn one.
Like, come
Damn good.
on. Yeah.
I wish they would. Shit, maybe I dress a little.
Okay.
Shit.
Maybe I would suck a few less dicks if you paid my bills.
Okay. Pay my bills. Maybe I shut the fuck up with the gay shit. But until then, I'm gonna keep it coming.
Oh my god.
Anything, AP?
Mm.
What you got for me, baby?
I know I'm sitting here thinking, I feel like there was like just different eras of me being able to live authentically. I don't necessarily like this answer, but I guess it is my truth, as the girls say. So when I was, I don't know, 23 or something like that, I took a job in the Midwest and I used that time to reinvent myself. But I guess truthfully, what I mean is I'm going to live authentically because I was away from my family. I mean, my friends were there, thank God, support system. But I recall using that time to be like, all right, well, this is my chance. Like now that I'm away from all those influences, the major city, the fucking toxic masculinity. I was just in a small town and I was like, well shit, fuck it. I mean, nobody know me here. I mean, they do, but I can present myself the way I want to. And I will say this during that same time was when I started to grow my hair out. And I will say I still kind of feel like black, maybe we've evolved, but like black men, black people, black families. well, let me say for my own self, growing up, it was like you kept the hair short because I still feel like that aided into perhaps the masculinity. I'm not too sure the reason why. I haven't given it too much
That was
thought.
That was
That was
white
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 supremacy.
supremacy.
supremacy
Yeah.
down.
We'll
White
give it to that. But I
yes.
will say the growing of the hair out all of a sudden, like as I was aging into my teen years into my 20s, that almost gave femininity, especially if it
Mhm.
wasn't locks. So it was just like, oh fuck it, I'm about to grow my hair. I'm about to start dyeing. I was dyeing it all these oranges and auburn. So like for me, I was like, well, this is my expression. I'm living authentically. I love my hair. So I think it was that moving to the Midwest and deciding to like just dye and grow my hair out. Like it felt like a little rebellion. I felt like, oh, I'm ready to like live for me now. So yeah, that was my
That's
moment.
beautiful.
I say.
I started growing my hair out as a form of rebellion too.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It had to stay low. It was a practical hairstyle. That's what I was told. You have to have practical hairstyles. And my
Yes.
response was always, well, the white boys get to wear their hair out and get to grow their hair
Anyway,
out. They don't have to worry about being practical, you
Your
know?
man bun in a minute
Absolutely. Man bun and open a burger restaurant, the burger be $25 and the fries be
hello.
home cut with house made ketchup.
with shitty drinks.
Okay. Well, that was my final question for tonight.
Yes. I have one last thing, and it's just to finish the sentence, okay?
Okay.
For
Hmm.
y'all. Because I do want to say this. Or it's not gonna be a sentence. Just however you want to answer it.
An
Yes.
For the
affirmation.
remainder of this year, how are you choosing yourself?
Such a good question. I really want to focus on not working so much. Mind you, mama's got bills, but I
Okay.
look at the lives of my friends and I'm like, wow, she went to Disney World, he went to Houston, and she's doing this. I've
Mm.
dedicated so much of my life to my career, like being an entertainer and an actor. And I'm just like, do I want to continue to do this shit for the next 20 years? Yes, but it's also like, I want to get married. I want to have sex. I want to get drunk more. You know, I've never even tried shrooms. I've never had a threesome. Like I'm 26. I've never even been to Miami. Like I just want to live.
We'll
I
do
want
that in
Mm.
we'll do that in what not this threesome, y'all. We don't get down like that on the podcast, but
Sisters.
we might we might
scissor.
explore some. Maybe we can listen. Maybe in ATL, we're definitely gonna take him to his first deviant for MLK weekend, y'all. We got to
Yay.
get him to his first deviant. I took Michael Anthony, friend of the show, one of my best friends. I took him to his first deviant, and it took me a lot to get him there. But once he got there, he enjoyed it, and now for Black Pride weekend, he's ready to go. He got custom made fit being made now. Ah, okay. I'm
I
so
know that's
proud.
right.
I gotta take
Um,
baby steps. Like I've never even farted in church. Like I want to fart in church.
okay,
You know,
okay,
start small and then speed it up.
okay,
Yeah. Because
okay.
deviant, do I have to come douched and ready for deviant?
No,
Only if
unless
you
you want
want.
to.
Okay.
Unless you want to.
Because I don't know what that is. Is it like a sex
Mm.
party? Oh my god, that'd be fun.
No.
Not necessarily.
Oh no.
Not necessarily. It's whatever you want it to be. For some
It's
people, it's
true.
just a dance party. But
Yeah.
Okay.
then there's opportunities for you to, I don't think we're gonna get you in the dark room. That's not happening.
Okay.
Um
We can work together.
baby steps. Baby steps.
Baby steps. I've never tried Korean barbecue. Let's start slow.
Child, you know what? We need to make a list of things that we haven't tried and then
I've
just
never
start
been to
crossing
Chocolate
them
City.
off.
I like that. I like a list. Because I have a
Let's make a
list as
list.
well. I like that.
Can I use that for
AP,
my thing? Oh, okay. Um,
how are you choosing yourself for the rest of the year?
oh my God, I just joined this group of Black queer men from the DMV. And it would inspire me. I can't remember how many episodes ago. Remember we were talking about community? I think it was only like 2 episodes ago at
That
this
was
point.
literally last episode.
Right? I'm like, oh shit, time has gone by. I'm like, shit, I don't know, a lot has happened. But I intentionally signed up to go join this group. And I think for me, that was important because like I love what we do here on the podcast. And I was like, I need more of that in general. So the way I'm choosing me is doing more of the things that I keep saying that I want to do. And I'm also going to slow down. I need to slow down on how many extracurricular shits that I do because I'm already full but I want to get full with my community, like enough like self thing. Cause I'm living already. I'm living to the, yeah, right. Less self shit, but like more community oriented living.
Yeah.
So shout out to Affirm. You know, if you're in the DMV area, Black and Gay, Affirm every other Wednesday. Holla
Okay.
at me on Instagram. Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to them. How am I choosing myself? Simple. This move to Atlanta is me choosing myself. For so long, I've made decisions based off of family, based off of friends,
Hmm.
worrying about, oh, like, are they gonna be good without me? Like, and I'm always giving to others, whether it's teaching them shit that then they go and after I done taught them, sometimes I don't get no credit for teaching them, and then they go run the play, and that's cool. You can run the plays because I know that everything you over there doing right now is because I taught you that shit, right? Whether it was intentionally taught, like which usually it was, or you just watch me move, right? I'm
Hmm.
always trying to open doors. Never been a gatekeeper for nothing, right? Any opportunity that I get, I push out to other people, right? All of these things, and to sometimes I would give other people opportunities before I would give myself an opportunity or focus on what I got going on. And I told myself this year, I was like, you know what? Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm doing something for me. If a motherfucker don't like it, they don't like it. It's about me now. And even in this transition time frame, like I've prioritized myself. You know, the whole oh, I want to see you and make it happen. But I don't need to do the labor because I got a lot of shit on my plate. Somebody said, hey, what are you doing Thursday? Let's go to the lake. I got everything covered. Let's have a, let's do a picnic type situation. You plan that. So I can make my presence known there because you planned that. So I don't care if you're family, I don't care if you're friends, I don't care if you fuck buddies, I don't care whatever. This is about me. This is about the
Hmm.
next step. This is about me doing the thing that I've been wanting to do for the past 4 or 5 years that I kept pushing off because it was never the right time and or I wanted to be around for people who didn't even give a fuck for real. That's how I'm choosing myself.
Oh, I'm
So, in
living.
other words, tonight is about me, 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 me. Forget about you, 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 you. All right now.
I'm
Maya,
right.
please don't copyright us, baby.
Sounded just like the record.
But this has been a great conversation. This has been a pick me agenda, okay? If y'all have been enriched by the conversation, what we need you to do right now is something that everybody can take part of. Uh-huh. Will
Hmm.
the man arrive God? Oh. No, but for real, as we wind down season 4, we have season 5 coming next season. Myself, AP, Dupree, and a returning Justin B. Smith, the baddest. What do you do? The baddest. We're gonna be getting ready for season 5. The goal for season 5 is to be all in studio. The goal is to be all in studio. I know y'all love them all them in studio episodes that y'all got. But to keep this thing running, so Micah doesn't have to come out of pocket with everything, we need your help, okay? And you can donate. We're doing a 40 for 40 campaign. We're asking 40 pushers to donate $40. That's it, just 40 y'all. We have like 12 of y'all who have done it, and we appreciate the 12 who have done it so far. That means I'm not good at math. That means we need some more. We need 30, no, 28. Did I do it right? It's been a long time since I've been in school. It's been a long time since I've been in school. But we need 28 more of y'all to donate 40, all right? And if you can't do 40, that's okay. You can do 4, all right? Because if
Hmm.
a bunch of y'all do 4, then we got that 40. All right? 10. There we go. If 10 of y'all do 4, then we got that 40. All right? So yeah, if y'all want to do that, do that. We would love you. We love you. We love you. We appreciate you. We just got like 2 or 3 more episodes left in this season, y'all. We thank y'all for listening. Fellas, tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me everywhere at Dupree the artist and follow my socials because I have some performances coming up that you don't want to miss.
Okay.
Girl, I need to catch you live.
You do catch me at the let out.
And Y'all can find me on Instagram at Where's Alex Pin, and that is PIN. Follow me.
Where's Alice Payne? Follow me at It's Micah B. Well, follow the platform at Black Age, the Black Age in the TikTok, Threads, Instagram. Follow AC with Micah B. We just dropped an interview on Wednesday with Samson McCormick. Really good. You can listen to it over there, or you can watch it on our Black Age Agenda YouTube channel. And then follow me, your boy. It's Micah B. Follow me on all channels. And then I'm going to also be we're going on tour. By tour, not the Black Gay Agenda. Not yet, but that's in the
Not yet.
future, right? Not yet, but that's in the future. But I'm going back on tour with my job in September. So during tour, stay locked in. I'm gonna be doing a lot of vlogging. And I'm also gonna be vlogging this whole entire um transition to Atlanta, and
We want to
probably for
see
like
it.
the first year, I'm gonna be vlogging, check-ins, like telling y'all, taking y'all on the journey with me. That's not gonna be Black Gauge in the YouTube channel, but that's gonna be on a personal YouTube channel that should be out shortly. Because I just want to let y'all in inside of me and see more of me.
Mm.
That's a fucking crazy wording. Inside of my life, not inside of me. Anyways, shout out to our producer, Justin B. Smith, for rocking with us today. And shout out to y'all, the pushers. All right. And shout out to the painters, because y'all run up our numbers. And even
Yeah,
when y'all say crazy shit, they was on your ass, Dupree.
they
Fuck
were.
them with love.
Fuck them with love.
Fuck Kayla. You motherfucking fuck.
But I think they're gonna be on your ass. Listen, we've all had it. We've all
Oh
had it.
yeah,
I've
Scorn Butch
gotten it.
Queen.
Huh?
When I was a Scorn Butch Queen, I still remember that.
Wait,
So
have you gotten something from the pushers? You've
I
called.
forgot. Oh yeah, it was the DL/trade. Like when I said something
Oh,
about, and yeah, they got me. They about to get me again.
I think my biggest one with the pushers was when which was so crazy. The letter from the pushers in the studio when they said
Yeah, that
that
was crazy.
when they said that Pride is only about sex, and then they got on my ass for that. But we appreciate
They
y'all pushers.
did.
We love y'all. Remember, grab your purses, clutch your pearls. This has been another episode of the Black Gay Agenda. We'll see you next week.
Pushers, we've got a goal for season 5. We want the entire season in the studio. That's why we've launched our 40 for 40 challenge. We're asking 40 pushers to give $40 to help us make that transition and bring you a bigger, better, fully in studio season of the Black Gay Agenda. Every $40 gets us one step closer. Now, if you can't give 40, we'll take 4, we'll take 14, we'll take whatever you can, even your word of mouth. Go ahead and share this. So if you believe in what we're building, push with us. Donate today through Cash App at Black Gay Agenda or PayPal at paypal.me/Black Gay Agenda. 40 pushers, $40. Let's get season 5 in the studio.